Welcome to our session on learning through play. This session is intended for educational purposes and only seeks to make recommendations regarding the successful use of play in the education of children. Some child care facilities, as well as most states, may have very specific procedures and requirements regarding playtime or the skills and topics covered during that time. Any established procedures should not be changed or altered in any way without first consulting your facility's director as well as your state's requirements. This session has been divided into 4 sections. First, we will look at what play truly means as well as what skills children can develop through successful play. Then, we will discuss the developmental stages of play and how children move through the different stages. Next, we will explore ways that adults can encourage successful play in young children. And finally, we will talk about the different types of play as well as how we can utilize them in our classrooms. Each section will be followed by a series of multiple choice questions to help you monitor your progress. Children do not need to be taught how to play. In every corner of the world, children instinctively play. There are many forms of play, but the form that has the greatest educational impact is free play. Play that is fun, child-selected, and process-oriented rather than goal-oriented. Free play teaches important social, emotional, intellectual, and physical skills, and these skills form the foundation for children to become successful throughout the course of their entire lives. The playground truly is a child's first classroom. Through play, children learn about themselves as well as the world around them. They use play to discover how their sensory modes work and to explore and interact with their environments for the first time. Therefore, it is important that we, as child care professionals, understand how children learn through play as well as how we can utilize play in our own classrooms. Play naturally helps children learn and grow in many areas. One of the first skill sets in which play encourages growth is in the field of language skills. Most adults begin playing cooing-type games with very small children, and these simple games expose babies to the idea of verbal expression and introduce them to the auditory senses at a very early age. Many parents also read to their youngsters, not only introducing children to the written word, but also reinforcing the basics of language skills to their young children. As children get older and begin to play together, communication between them becomes very important. In fact, some sort of communication, successful communication, between older children is essential for successful interaction during playtime. Play also helps develop motor skills. Playing at a playground is one of the most effective ways to develop gross motor skills. Most playground equipment calls for children to run, crawl, climb, or balance as they interact with it. This not only helps with the development of gross motor skills, but it also promotes good muscle development. Through play, children also develop fine motor skills. Writing, drawing, and puzzles all require the use of the small muscles in the hands, and these types of activities also help build eye-hand coordination. Children's cognitive skills, or the mental skills that help humans to process information from the world around them, are also cultivated through play. As they play, children ask questions like, "How does this work?" or "What does this do?" They encounter all kinds of problems and search for solutions. They wonder about the world and their natural curiosity is fostered. This sense of curiosity and wonderment, in turn, enhances children's memory skills as well as their attention spans. As they discover and play, children answer questions and solve problems, and children tend to remember these solutions for use at a later date, especially when they are self-discovered. These sorts of quests also take time, expanding the children's attention spans in the process. In addition, many games require children to classify objects, arrange them in series, recognize patterns, measure or compare objects, mimic or copy things, and, most of all, make believe. These actions take time to accomplish as well, and they slowly increase children's attention spans along the way. As their attention spans increase, children engage in longer, more complex games and begin to concentrate on activities more attentively. They also learn how to use self-control, for the more complex the situation, the more patience it takes to navigate through it. Social and emotional skills are also shaped through play. When children play together, they learn how to cooperate, negotiate, take turns, and play by the rules, introducing children to the basic foundational elements of societal rules. Through make-believe, children are also able to condense our complicated, grown-up world into a more straightforward, simple state. And through this exploration, they begin to understand how adults conduct themselves in the grown-up world, as well as how emotions and relationships work. Children also begin to learn empathy for others while pretending. They explore scenarios, like caring for a child, and begin to understand the emotions those situations awaken. By using their imaginations, they are able to figuratively put themselves in someone else's shoes and explore the feelings that accompany it. When children pretend, they learn to be flexible and think outside the box. An empty paper tube may become a horn or a pirate's spyglass. Only their imaginations limit them in this endeavor, and the more they pretend, the more they can imagine. As most of us now realize, thinking outside the box is a key to invention and growth in the adult world, so encouraging this quality in young children will help them to succeed in the future. Play also helps develop positive emotional well-being and builds self-esteem in children, key elements to happiness in life. During play, a child can fulfill wishes, make dreams come true, and overcome fears. They become confident and internalize the belief that they can accomplish anything, that they can master any situation. If their world of play is a safe and secure place, they learn how to manage their feelings and stand up for the things they believe in. Finally, if the end of play is handled correctly, children will begin to understand that a helpful attitude and good manners are valued in the adult world. When playtime is over, everyone should pitch in to clean up, putting everything back where it belongs. If this is a positive, collaborative effort, then it can actually still be fun as well. In addition, children will quickly learn that if their toys are put back in their designated places, the toys will be easier to find next time. As you can see, play can be a very valuable tool in any child care expert's tool belt, for through play, children begin to learn many crucial life skills. Consequently, it is important for us to understand how we can use it to help our children grow and mature into successful school-age children and ultimately into successful adults.